There we go. Good morning, everyone. So we have the homework of sharing or creating, designing the uniform, and that is for tomorrow. So please, tomorrow be ready with that information. Today we are coming to here. So this is the activity we left yesterday unfinished. Yes, yeah, yesterday we left this unfinished. There we go. Open your book, please, on page 43. Open your book on page 43, please. Gillian, please, your camera should be on. Gillian, your camera, please. So, yesterday we checked about, well, the listening activity and the vocabulary activity. So let's go closer and we will continue. 42, we finished it yesterday. We did all these of the listening part or the vocabulary part. Now we're gonna go to have to. But in this case, I really don't want you to confuse because we are not talking about have as we know it, have as the main verb, or have as the most important part of the sentence, of the main action of the sentence. Okay, what we use it or what we know it so far is have got or have a dog. Okay, just to represent belonging. Okay, but in this case, we are going to show the obligations that you have to do. Okay, if we have that specific particle next to it, have to, that means it's an obligation. We have to do it. It's a moral obligation or something we have been assigned from before. Okay, so that's what have to means. For example, during classes, what do you have to do? Pay attention. You have to have your camera on. You have to wear the uniform. Okay, those are rules that we must follow. Those are obligations that we have. I have to work, or you have to clean your bedroom or make your bed every day. Okay, so kind of the obligations on a daily basis that we have. You can say it in that way. So let's go to the exercise. Give me a second. Before we go here, what I need you to do is to go on the exercise, this one. Remember that is page 43, the one that we are using. And Adonis, I need you to please have your camera on. So it says, Simon is showing Rachel around his new school. Underline the examples of have to or don't have to. Okay, as we are talking in simple present tense, even though we are using have as the main verb, we are talking about simple present tense. So in order to make the negative form, we use don't or doesn't. So let's start reading this one, Simon and Rachel. Okay, Jose, you're going to be Simon, and Desiree, you're going to be Rachel. Start reading, please.
Welcome to Chester High School. Rachel, do you live near here?
Yes. No, yes, I can work the school from my new house.
Oh, you're lucky. You don't have to get a bus.
You don't have to have.
You have to get a bus. I live about an hour away, and I have to get up early every morning to catch the bus.
Continue.
I don't like the school uniform very much. Does everyone have to wear it?
Yes, except when we are doing sports. But in the summer, we don't have to wear a tee. It's
Hi.
too hot. Tie, it's too hot.
Very good. So here we were seeing this have to in action, right? Here we notice how have to, it's indicated as something he's obligated to do, even if he doesn't want to. He wishes to live near to the school, but he doesn't. So he has to take a bus, and that is the obligation he has to do in order to arrive to school, right? So in this case, have to will include, or we make the part as saying as it is an obligation. Ivan, Fabricio, and Adonis, Alejandro, please your cameras. Okay. So underline the examples of have to on that sentence. As I show you, here we have to, have to, and have to. Okay, those are the have to that we are seeing in action here. Why not this one? Because in this case, have is not working as the main activity or the main action. They are not focusing on the obligation. They are focusing on what she has. Or in this case, what he doesn't have. Okay, so we are going to focus on there because that's what we do only with the main verb. Remember that have to will be a modal verb. And we're going to learn about them in here. Let me make it bigger. So, have to. Belen, start reading, please. Microphone on, Belen.
Perdón, Miss.
Read.
Have to. Espera, aquí lo leo.
Better on the book. The book should be open so you can check that. Nice.
Have to. We use have, has to, match, infinity to talk about things that are necessary. We have to go to school 5 days a week. We using don't have or doesn't have to, infinity to talk about the that are not necessary. We don't have to go to school and the week.
Thanks, Belen. So the grammar part is very similar to the normal have that we know. I have a car. I don't have a car, just like that. So I, you, we, there, have to, don't have to. He, she, it, has to, doesn't have to. Question forms for yes, no questions, do and does. You or she have to go to school tomorrow. Short answers, yes, I do. Yes, she does. No, they don't. No, they don't. So notice how in the questions, because this is confusing, notice how in the question, we may confuse and say, yes, she has, or no, she hasn't. But in that case, we will be saying that has is an auxiliary. So not at all. We never say, yes, she has, or no, she hasn't. We say, yes, she do, or yes, yes, I do, or yes, she does. okay? Instead of saying have or has at the end. Pay a lot of attention in this because it can be kind of confusing sometimes. Okay, so the matter or the thing is that you really need to pay attention to do this. It's not that hard. So let's complete these activities. Complete the conversations with the correct forms of have to and the verbs in brackets. Let's start reading. Emily Calderon, you're going to be A, and Justin Perez Soto, you're going to be B. Read, please.
Yo, A. Justin B, ¿verdad? Teacher.
Sorry?
Yo digo la A y Justin dice la B.
Yes.
Yeah. Hi, do you want to go swimming?
No, I can't. My sister and
My sister and I.
or parents.
Have to help 43. No, this one, sorry. We went to grammar section 115. 115, Adrian. Sorry, guys. I didn't tell you the name of the new page. 115. That's where we are right now. Exercise 1. Justin, remember you need to include have to in your sentence. Okay? Can you please start again?
No, I can't. My sister and have to help our parents.
Continue.
What? Have,
Emily.
What have
It's a question. What do you
do you have
have? What do you have to do? Right? Continue, Justin.
to start, why I have to tidy my bedroom.
Excellent. Tidy. Good. Emily.
yes have to tea.
Letter A. Continue, Emily.
And your sister
Look at the question. What do we put first?
do
But it's a sister, so we use not
Do.
do. Does.
does
Continue. ¿De quién estamos hablando? Subject.
tea.
Now we need to focus on the subject, Emily. Who is the subject? Who are we talking about? Look at the questions. Who are we talking about?
Your sister she
We are talking about her, exactly, or my sister, or yours and your sister. Does she
does she
continue? What do we put next?
does she do
Have to
tea.
tidy. Good, Emily. Continue, Justin.
Yes, have to.
She does.
She does, and she have to wash the car. Are you?
Have or has?
Has.
Has to wash. Good, Justin. Thank you. Emily, the last one.
I I I
Negative.
have I da I, I does
I don't.
don't I
Don't.
don't
Main verb or main action. Have to do. Okay, thanks, Emily. Good job, guys. So this is the way in which we complete the sentences. I need you to pay a lot of attention. Let's start reading. Eric Garcia and Gilliam, I need you to read, please, this. I want you to read it again, please.
I don't have to do anything.
No, since the beginning. You are A and Gilliam is B. Start reading, please.
Hi, do you want to go swimming?
No, I can't. My sister has to help our parents.
What do you have
What do you have to
To-
do? Go, Gilliam.
To start with, we have to take my brother bedroom.
Tidy my room, my bedroom.
My bed.
Good, continue.
And your sister, does she have to see her bedroom too?
Yes, she does, and she has to was take care and and do and do.
I don't have to do anything.
Okay, guys, this is the way it should be completed. Please compare these to the answers you have. Compare these activities or these answers with the ones you have on your book. Okay, then it says, choose the correct verb in italics. Or in italics. Choose the correct verb in italics. So let me start doing that activity on your book, please, because I really need to fix something. Okay, let's continue. I hope you finish that exercise because it is really not hard. Just choosing the correct answer. So let's go. Here, Angelica, help me with 1 and 2, and Manuel is going to help me with 3, 4, and 5. Angelica, go please. Angelica, microphone on, please. Yeah. Go, please. Start reading and tell me the correct option. Angelica, can you speak a little louder so I can listen? Teachers
don't have to work in school.
So you think teachers like me don't work in the school? We don't work in the school, or we do work in the school? What's the correct answer, Angelica? Teachers have to work in the school, or teachers don't have to work in the school? Don't significa negativo, Angélica. Entonces, ¿tú crees que los profesores no deben trabajar en la escuela? Have to, very good. Teachers have to work in the school. Number 2. Read, please.
Have to.
Students, first a sentence.
Have to.
Angélica, let's read. Vamos a leer el ejercicio primero y después me vas a poder dar una respuesta según lo que leamos. ¿Sí? Necesito que lo leas primero. Go, please. Students,
Have to
go in the holidays, in Carnaval, in Christmas, for example, in Navidad. So students go to school in Christmas, or they don't have to go to school.
don't have.
Very good, Angelica. Thank you. You see, you can do it amazing if you read. Let's start reading more, okay? Manuel, number 3.
Young children go to work every day.
So, young children have to go to work or don't have to work.
Don't have to work.
Nice. Next one.
Farmers work outside.
Farmers have to work outside in the sun, in the yard, or they work inside the house.
Have to.
Very good. Number 5.
Police officers wear uniform.
They have to or they don't have to wear uniform.
Have to.
Have to.
Very good. Thanks, Manuel and Angelica. Very good job. Teachers don't have to work in the school. Students don't have to work on holidays. Young children don't work. Farmers have to work outside, and police officers have to wear uniforms. Very good. I think this is it. Yes. The other one is for object pronouns. So we finish this activity, guys. This one you don't send me until we finish the 2 grammar section. And the 2 grammar sections are very apart, one from the other. So at the end of the partial es cuando me va a enviar estas páginas de aquí. ¿Ok? Porque de la otra parte tiene otra gramática que viene de otra unidad. So when we finish the page, then you send it to Zoom. Then you take the picture and send it to Zoom. So let's go back to our activity. We are coming back to page 43. Let's go back to page 43 and let's continue. Adriel and Manuel, your cameras, please. Read the conversation again. Are the statements true and false? Okay, let's read the statements again. These are the statements. Please pay attention. Okay, so Rachel, Simon says, welcome to Chester. Hi, do you live here? Yes, I can walk from my house. You're lucky, you don't have to get a bus. I live about 1 hour away and I have to get up early every morning to catch the bus. I don't like this school uniform very much. Does everyone have to wear it? Rachel, Simon, yes, except when we are doing sports. But in the summer, we don't wait tie. Start with tie, something they put in here, right? Very simple. Let's go to answer these questions. This activity is going to be done by Emily and Ivan. Emily 1 and 2, Ivan 3 and 4. Let's go. Emily Palacios.
It is necessary for Rachel to get a bus to school.
Is it an obligation for Rachel to take a bus to go to the school? Tell me the correct answer.
True.
So it is necessary for her. She is obligated to take a bus. She cannot go walking.
False.
False. She says she lives near the school. She doesn't have to take a bus. We need to pay attention, guys. Emily, number 2, please.
Teacher, what age?
43, Adriel, 43.
It is necessary for Simon to get up early every morning.
Answer.
False.
Okay, Emily, thank you. Remember that this is not guessing, guys. You need to read the text from before. We read it 3 times and then I read it again before doing this exercise. You need to pay attention. Ivan, go.
It necessary for all students at Chester High School to wear a uniform. True. True.
True. Thank you.
Yes.
4.
And therefore it's not necessary for a student to wear
A tie.
in the summer. A tie in the summer. False. If
False. Okay, thank you. So each one of you had a mistake. It's necessary for Simon to get up early every morning. Yes, true, because he lives far away, 1 hour far away from the school. So he needs to get up early to take a bus. And finally, it says it's not necessary for students to wear a tie in the summer. So in the summer, when it is hot, they wear the uniform, but they don't wear the tie here on the neck because it's too hot. So those are the correct answers. Compare them to yours, please. Compare them to your answers. And let's go now with the rules. I think we are going to finish this page. Complete the rules about have with necessary or not necessary. Johnny, read please and tell me the answers.
We have to answer to worry about things there are.
So we use have to for things that are necessary or not necessary.
Yes, have is necessary.
Necessary.
Sorry.
Okay, continue. Next rule.
We use don't have to doesn't have to talk about things that are not necessary.
Very good. Exactly. We use have to for things that are necessary, that they need to be done. And finally, we're going to listen to the correct pronunciation of these letters, P, V, and F.
Unit 6. Grammar. Exercise 4. 1,
I have 2 sisters.
2,
I have to go to school.
3,
We don't have to wear a uniform.
Okay, so here we listen, how do they pronounce the letter V at the end? If we say have to, where it sounds, I will repeat it. If it sounds like a letter F, that means we are talking about obligation. If it sounds more like a letter V, we are talking about belonging. Please.
Unit 6. Grammar. Exercise 4. 1,
I have 2 sisters.
2,
I have to go to school.
3,
We don't have to wear a uniform.
Okay, guys, so yes, here we can notice that have to as an obligation, as a not as the main verb, but as a modal verb in this case, makes sound the have longer. The sound of have, when we pronounce it, is going to be longer. It would take few seconds more. Okay, but it's almost the same pronunciation. So we finish up until page 43. We finish until page 43, so I'm going to receive that in, of course, Zoom. As soon as you finish the page, you take the picture and send it to Zoom. Remember that for tomorrow, you need to have these, the uniform ready, your drawing, for showing to your classmates and for working in class, because we're going to do a class participation with that. So be attentive on that, and tomorrow we are going to continue. See you guys. Bye-bye.